Okay. Welcome to Java with Jimmy. For those of you that are just joining on YouTube, I guess one of the reasons that the racists aren't upsetting me is because I understand, and they do too, the significance of yesterday is huge. It's huge. It made Good Morning America. With all this other stuff that's going on, and the mayor knows that she's going to get some backlash. All right, let me get ready and settle with our folks on Facebook and Instagram. If you watched episode number 3, I believe it was Mr. Bennett's sister and his mother when they went to them and said, hey, Charles killed himself. And I believe Joseph's grandmother said, ain't nobody been here and apologized. His sister definitely said it. Mr. Older Bennett's sister said it. And so the family to whom the apology was issued accepted it. You can have your opinion, but what was so disappointing was, and we've advised, folks, don't be in the comments. Don't look at the comments on stuff. But I don't know if people understand that for a lot of folks, your name in some cases is all you have. And when your name has been purposely destroyed to an extent, it's not destroyed, attempted to, because that name right now, the narrative is changing. That Bennett name is going to be associated, yes, with what happened. However, you got the next generation, Joseph and Ebony and others that are stepping up and calling for justice and calling for restorative justice. And so I'm excited about that for them. But we as a community, and I'm talking about us, let's uphold them and allow them to bask in something that is so significant for them. It may not be for you. And they understand and know that though their family was the focal point, an entire community was impacted. Oh, they're well aware. So that reminder, so what else? Today's Thursday, which is my Friday, and God knows. I'm so glad today's my Friday. I think that's it for my commentary this morning. Let's go in the comments. I hope y'all are behaving. Key said, oh, why, Mr. Solo Java. Pastor Mayor Wu did the right thing yesterday. And let me tell y'all something else. Mayor Wu wasn't balanced yesterday. Her statements were not balanced. I'm going to let that marinate for y'all for a minute to be like, what are you talking about? Michelle Wu's statement and apology and what she said yesterday was not balanced. Well, Jimmy, what do you mean? I thought that was your girl. Even so, when we talked yesterday, Pastor Marion says here, Mayor Wu did the right thing yesterday. And I'm going to say this. At some points during her comments yesterday, was sitting there like, what? She went and got emotional. If you go back and listen to the whole comment, y'all know we can, right? Hold on. If you go back and listen to the whole comment and her whole apology, I say she was 60-40. And what I mean by that is she was 60% solid, standing on business, firm in the fact. Pam, good morning. Standing firm in the fact that she had to do the right thing. But also the mayor is not the mayor of Black Boston. And so she did have to understand and settle those things to some extent with some of the political ramifications and all that other stuff. But she stood and firm and talked about the hurt in this city and its history and elected officials and of that time and whatnot. And so shout out to her for that. And again, the family accepted it. I'm going to see if I can get it up on here and if the system will act right with me this morning. I'm going to see if I can get it to where I think this is it. I think this is it, y'all. Hold on. Okay, this is the. Hold on. Ooh, I got a whole bunch of tabs open. Jesus, hold on.
His first assistant.
Can y'all let me know if you hear this?
So thank you for being here as well.
Ramilda, Kevin Hayden sent. She just said that Kevin Hayden sent his regrets yesterday.
Thank you so much, Pastor Rasam Hall from the Urban League, also from the Boston Foundation, and
I'm going to speed this up a little bit.
And I know so many in this room are taking the actions, sensible work of building a Boston that our residents deserve. And I know so many in this room are taking the actions, the moments that we had, some of the ongoing. Thank you to Holy Sisters. Your presence here is a gift.
Here we go.
In the truest sense of the word, in that it has been given to the city, but not earned. Thank you for granting all of us this opportunity today. We know that we can't imagine the strength and grace that you bring today and that you have for 34 years. And I thank you for your faith in our capacity to do better. We are here today to acknowledge the tremendous pain that the city of Boston inflicted on Black residents throughout our neighborhoods 34 years ago. The mayor's office, city officials, and the Boston Police Department took actions that directly harmed these families and continue to impact the larger community, reopening a wound that has gone untended for decades. In response to the murder of Carol Stewart and her child, and acting on a false, racist claim, framing a Black man for her death, the city launched a systemic campaign targeting Black men in Mission Hill and across our neighborhoods. Black fathers, Black uncles, Black brothers, and Black sons. If you were a parent or a child or a partner or a friend, if you knew and loved a Black man in Boston, you feared for his life.
My God.
There was no evidence that a Black man had committed this crime. But that didn't matter, because the story was one that confirmed and exposed the beliefs that so many shared, from residents and reporters to officers and officials. At every level and at every opportunity, those in power closed their eyes to the truth because the lie felt familiar. They saw the story they wanted to see.
Michelle?
And as a result, our Black residents suffered. As a result, Alan Swanson suffered, Willie Bennett suffered, and their families continue to suffer.
Yes, ma'am.
On behalf of the Boston Police Department, the Mayor's Office, and the entire city of Boston, I want to say to Mr. Swanson and Mr. Bennett, the entire Bennett family, and Boston's entire Black community, I am so sorry for what you endured.
Oh my God.
I am so sorry for the pain that you have carried for so many years. What was done to you was unjust, unfair, racist, and wrong. Say it again. apology is long overdue.
Long overdue.
To every Black resident, I am sorry not only for the abuse our city enacted, but for the beliefs and the bias that brought them to bear in the first place. There is no world in which a piece of paper undoes the harm of this part of our history. But it is my hope, and the hope of our entire administration, that you might accept this letter of apology as a small step toward accountability for the damage done by our city. If nothing else, please take this as evidence of our ongoing determination to build the Boston our Black residents deserve.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
That commitment requires all of us to look honestly at all the ways in which we've fallen short of that goal. The character of our city is measured not by what we get right, but what we get wrong and work to make right. And I want to be very clear that this is just the beginning of a much longer journey of accountability and action. And so I will have these and want to present them officially as an official letter of apology.
Oh my.
To Mr. Billy Bennett.
Thank you.
Mr. Alan Swanson. And now I'd like to turn it over to our Boston Police Commissioner, Michael Cox.
Who was also a victim.
So my name is Michael Cox, and I was appointed the Boston Police Commissioner, the 44th Boston Police Commissioner back in July, or actually August 15th of 2022. You know, during the search project process for the police commissioner, it was asked many times, you know, what can the police do to actually build or at least repair certainly trust for communities of color when there's been a wrong in the past. And my answer back then was, first and foremost, to acknowledge it, apologize for it, and then don't repeat it. So, that answer then is the same answer, you know, which I'm here today. After seeing the documentary, I was reminded about how impactful the Stewart case was on the entire city. I was born and raised here, so I certainly understand, you know, the history involved. And particularly to the residents of Mission Hill, and certainly people of color, young men during that period. On behalf of the Boston Police Department as Commissioner, I apologize for hurt, pain, and suffering experienced by everyone connected to the Boston Police Department for their poor investigation or no overzealous behavior, and more likely unconstitutional behavior. I want to specifically apologize to Bennett, Swanson, and the Mady family for what they may have experienced for the lack of professionalism shown by our department during this investigation. The city's a different place today than it was in 1989. The police department has changed and evolved in many ways and there are ways to go.
I'm just going to speed this up a little bit for you all to see the main thing in reference to a lot of people's opinion about, well, I don't have to speed it up. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
See my eyes.
Yes, sir.
Look in these eyes. I lost my grandmother to this case. She passed away April 30th, 1995. A lot of y'all don't know. This stuff didn't stop with my Uncle Willie. I was wrongfully convicted for a murder I didn't commit.
That's right.
I was released April 30th, 2019. On the same day my grandmother passed away, I believe she sent me home to make sure this story got changed. If you look at anything, but when I walked out of the courthouse, I said two things: yard time, and we're gonna change the narrative on this Bennett hoax. We did that. So we stand before you today to address this apology extended to the Bennett family and Alan Swanson by Mayor Wu and Ms. Cox. We are truly humbled and honored to finally be receiving this apology. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the people that are no longer with us To receive this apology, our grandmother Pauline Bennett, Miss Dolly Jenkins, and Miss Faye Nelson. Most importantly, we would like to acknowledge our family patriarch, Willie Bennett, who has shown resilience and strength throughout his entire life, no matter what anyone said. This moment is just not a personal triumph for our family, but a testament to the incredible support we receive from the Mission Hill community and friends alike. We as a family would like to acknowledge Jason here and his team for their hard work and dedication, making sure that this documentary, Murder in Boston, was shared with the world from the Bennett's perspective. His commitment and vision was instrumental in achieving our goal and changing the narrative. We did that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We did that. We did that. We did that. And if y'all want to ask questions, tomorrow, all of us is going to be at RCC between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock. We're going to answer whatever questions y'all got for this family, because we've been silent for 34 years. You know, we have 5 minutes. We're going to turn this 15. You know, and this place, for me, I haven't talked about this. We haven't talked about it for 34 years, so y'all can do the math on how many minutes that is. That's how many minutes we try to make sure y'all know about this injustice that was served to us.
Yes, sir.
I like to thank you because you made the statement.
Yes.
We didn't get nothing.
Nothing.
You're right. My grandmother received $12,500 in 1995, and it was less than that because she had to cash it. In December of 1995, this happened in 1989, $12,500. Like I said, my grandmother passed away April 30th. That money was gone.
My mom spent that visiting in the jail. Just to travel there and back.
Go.
Just to see it. Just to see it. Because everybody wants to know if we okay, we not okay.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't okay when I had to visit my dad in the prison. 10 straight years. Wasn't okay when he missed my little sister's first steps. Wasn't okay when couldn't see his mom pass away because he was in the cell. We're not okay. We're trying to make everything okay.
This is generational trauma.
Come, sir.
I asked my father where he won. Asked my father when I come here today. He said no. I said, well, what you want? Pay me, man. That's what he said. That's what he said. What? Apology, you'll take it. I'll take it.
And this is from the family.
Thank you.
I just like to acknowledge Mr. Swanson in back of us. He didn't participate in the documentary. Nobody didn't look for him. Nobody didn't find him. I knew where he was at. I didn't know if he wanted to be a part of this. So I knew he may not get an apology himself personally. So he is a friend of the family, and we chose to have him stand with us in solidarity.
That's right.
He was wrong. He hasn't been right since that case. You know? And we just want to express our gratitude to Mayor Wu for the apology. Her courage in acknowledging the wrongdoings of the Boston police and offering a sincere apology is something we deeply respect and appreciate. It takes great humility and courage to acknowledge
That's right.
someone else's wrongdoing.
That's right.
And to try to make amends. Your apology is accepted.
Yes, sir.
Your apology is accepted. Your apology is accepted, and I hope we can move forward positively from this moment with the things the Bennett family has expressed to you in private.
That, everyone, is, I was very intentional about holding space for that because the family accepted the apology. Mr. Swanson accepted the apology. And for me, ma'am, and me, sir, that does it. So the community was impacted, and trust and believe the Bennetts are fully aware and holding space. Tonight, they're telling the first panel for tonight at RCC at 5:30 p.m. We're going to talk about mental health, trauma, and the impact of wrongful convictions. In the second panel, we're going to talk with the Bennett family. There will be some clips from the docuseries, and we'll be taking questions. So that's what's happening tonight at 5:30 p.m. Please plan on attending. And that is it for me. I'm going. Oh, so let me acknowledge something that Real Java and Aaron brought out too. So I'm going to say this. When I go out and all these larger media platforms with their big stands and big cameras, they tend to sometimes try to bully me. I got a little camera that's literally about the size of a phone, and I got a stand, and I go prop that up right in front of their cameras. And yesterday was funny because I walked in and there was like 10, 11 cameras there. Big, the big ones, they almost big as me. And I looked around, put my thing down and said, "We good?" Because I think I'm the only Black media platform in here. The other thing was when we were up front talking, that photographer put his happy self in the shot in front of me. And so I kind of, I was holding the phone with both hands, and I kind of like, use my right baby toe to say, "Hey, can, kind of move a little bit." And he didn't kind of look and didn't pay any attention. Kind of used my second to right baby toe and said, "Hey, can you, He didn't move. And so I nudged him a little bit and he moved. And so that I'll tell y'all, that's a sensitive space for me. When I go in those spaces and those big cameras and stuff are there, and here I am with my little one, I'm like, but we were able to share with community what happened. It was on all other outlets and whatnot, but that was very powerful yesterday. So shout out to the Bennett family. We're gathering tonight at 5:30 p.m. at Roxbury Community College. Come out, support this family, hear from the family, and support this family. There will be a donation link. They'll go more into this, but if you hear their language, they talk about what that family was awarded. And my understanding through legality, it through suing. You heard what Mr. Bennett's daughter said yesterday to pay him, and the Bennett family has a lot to recover from. You'll hear more from them tonight. I'm not trying to say anything on their behalf and allow them to tell their own story. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to wrap up. Today, I think I got the nudge on the camera. So shout out to the Davis system. Yes, Mr. Bennett is still with us, Heidi. He's still here. And his daughter mentioned yesterday, she said, "Do you want to go?" And he said, "No, just tell them to pay me." He's still here. I'm not sure if he's coming tonight. We don't know. And so I want to, Heidi, I did not elbow him. It was the other lower extremity. Aaron said, "Y'all, he ain't say it like a question." He told them we good because I'm the only Black media needs to make sure that any spin, any coverage of Black issues, we need to be in the forefront covering it. Because can't nobody listen. Gail, Oprah, Latoya Edwards is that caliber. Can't nobody interview that brother like I can. And in a lot of issues. And listen, y'all, I was going to say, this is my last broadcast before the end of the year. I'm stepping into a different place of confidence, y'all. And not cockiness. Oh God, and I feel the emotion. These type of issues and stories, some of the folks with larger platforms and on legacy media and whatnot, they don't have the touch points of life intersectionality to be able to hear something that someone from my community says and ask a question to extract the impact of it and ask a question to humanize folks. And so, who said it? Michelle. No one can tell your story, our stories, but us. And shout out to Jason. the producer that did The Murder in Boston. But even he was in the confines of HBO. And I would presume that there were probably some things in there that was said that, HBO, allowed to be hit on the editing floor. This is why Black media outlets like Java, like Reverend Brown was on Twitter Spaces the other night, and he challenged Real Java and I to step up and move and start telling these stories. And so we're going to continue to do that and have impact. And so I'm going to take down and get ready to wrap up. Yes. So for those of you that cannot attend tonight, that's one of the reasons why I got involved with Brother Joseph at this level. Hold on. We're texting now. Let me tell y'all something about some of these. They said Mayor Flynn apologized to the family. Listen, the media, legacy media, major media played a huge role in the narrative that fueled a lot of the negativity toward the Black community and Black men while this was going on. But also, as Howard Bryant said, leading up from the whole busing situation. And so to that point, the family wasn't aware. I'm sure, listen, there's 3-4 generations that's represented on that stage. I'm sure that they would remember if an apology was issued. Listen, let me close with this, as it is Christmas on Sunday. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to I had the opportunity to host some friends and family over at GBH. Let me turn the volume down so I can cue it up. I just would like to say, on behalf of the Java with Jimmy family, the Davis system, ABMI, and everybody associated, the Mothers Board, everybody that comes in every day, I'm saying Merry Christmas to you. And on behalf of all of you, to the public, to the audience, to the after watchers, Merry Christmas to you. And this year, remember, Tyrone said something yesterday. I'm going to try to speed it up to where he was talking about humanity. And what I'll do is I'm going to close out with Tyrone's rendition of Silent Night. Well, actually, I think I want to close with Joy to the World. I don't know, whichever one I can get queued up first. Okay, hold on. All right, I think I got it. There it goes. Oh, come on. I think I got it queued up. We're going to close with that this morning. Miss Teresa, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Heidi, Tyrone sure did do his thing yesterday. And so here we go. Silent Night by Tyrone Chase. Everybody have a beautiful, wonderful Christmas with your family. Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish friends. And to those over on Twitter that are attempting to assign a racist narrative to me, there are some rocks to which you can go kick. Merry Christmas, everybody. I know somebody's going to get me. James, how can you conflate both of those together? The same way the racists are trying to conflate this darn Christmas party with Michelle Wu being a racist and not, oh God, bunch of crybabies. Miss Teresa, Aaron and Anthony are saying, good morning, Miss T. Thank you for the Davis System 2-year gifts. Here we go. Silent Night. Public domain, Facebook. rendition by Tyrone Chase. Stimulated. Okay, I'm gonna make up words. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tyrone Chase, who is going to be playing Silent Night and Joy to the World, both public domain, his own rendition. Tyrone J. Chase. Put your hands together for him. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let us play Joy to the World. UCB, y'all get an hour today. Hold on 1 minute. While we're playing Joy to the World, 25 years ago, Joy was brought to the world in the person of Auntie Java, Auntie Connie. So for the 13 of you that are left in here, can you help me celebrate Auntie Connie's birthday today as we continue with Joy to the World? Auntie Connie, we love you. Thank you so much for tabbing us as Java Land. And listen, this year more than many, our aunt has went through chemotherapy and has come out on the other side and rang the bell. Ooh, I felt that. Rang the bell with her cancer treatment. And so, Auntie Connie, we love you. We love you. Happy birthday to you. All 25 years that you've been on this earth. Joy to the world as we continue. She said, thank you, Sid. The first day she put that, I fell out. Everybody is saying happy birthday to Auntie Connie. We love you and appreciate you. Pray for your continued healing. And yes, you made it. You made it, Auntie. So we are pausing to celebrate the joy that you brought to the world just a few days before Jesus did. All right, let's go back to Brother Tyrone. I'm going to try to get it back to the beginning of Joy to the World. I think I got it there. Let's see. I think that was it. If not, y'all can enjoy the end of Silent Night. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm going to end it after the video. Merry Christmas to all. I may hop on for a few minutes, share some of the music from yesterday on Christmas Day. I'm not sure yet. Oh, also, we may be here tomorrow at 12 noon. I met with the governor this week, and I may do a special Java tomorrow at 12 noon. We'll make an announcement in a flyer to get that out to let folks know that we'll air it's about 15 minutes or so, but we will be airing that tomorrow. The plan is to air that tomorrow at 12 noon. All right, let's get back to Brother Tyrone. Y'all have a wonderful Christmas. Spend time with family and be safe and enjoy. That would have been good to end right there on that note. Those crazy notes. Woo. Drew, same to you. Happy holidays.